Hello and welcome to Mosport. Time for race number 7 of the Reebok Truck Series season. And joining me in the booth we have
Hello, people.
So, let's see, road course racing for one of the first times this season.
Yeah,
On the pole we have Preston Ford. Sorry, I cut you off there. What were you gonna say?
it's fine. Road course races are watch.
Dylan Young's on the outside there. Alan Cavanaugh and Steve Pollard make up row number 2. Konakawa and Jake Bassinger row 3. Ashley LaPlante, Tim Greenwich row 4. And Kyle Collins and Henry Powers in row 5. As we go to the starting grid, I will hand it over to Alan for his expectations and predictions for this race.
Oh, yay, fun. Okay. Listen, I've seen a lot of races at this track. But if you do make a pass, you're definitely going to get. I've seen races before. If you're on the pole, again, you have pretty good shot. How you have 11 laps, in my opinion, that's not much time. But then time to pass a couple of cars if you're starting up inside the top 5. But on that, if you're back, all you want to do is work up as many positions as you can to get the point championship standings.
Definitely. On the final row, Chris Washer and Binky. No surprise there that Binky's back there. Point coming into today, we have Jay Stella still on top after Bristol. This time by 7 points over James Shelley and Trevor Germain. As the commit's getting ready to be given.
Drivers, start your engines!
Rest of the top 5 there, Ashley LaPlante, Jonathan Zorline. Just like at Bristol, all 4 manufacturers running in the top 5 in points, at least with one representative. So the top 10 behind them is Alex Perkle, Amanda Shelley, Dylan Young, Chris Washer, and Eric Powers, with anyone in the top 8 able to leave as the points leader. And the top 8 in points are onboard cameras, so Jay Stella, James Shelley, Trevor Germain, Ashley LaPlante, Jonathan Zorline, Alex Perkle, Amanda Shelley, Dylan Young. We will be right on board with them if given the opportunity. But the field coming out the final corner, and we are... corners here as Alan's being quiet. Whoops.
Okay, he's on there. Dylan Young is gonna.
Yeah, Val is for third though, but Alan Cavanaugh and Steve Pollard there, the Atlanta winner.
Turn. Looks like he might.
Another one of the passing coming up right here.
Might, nope. He's gonna get to the inside.
Oh, some contact.
Oh,
and he does run him off.
Run off track. Got lots of positions.
Steve Pollard big there, get a couple spots. He's up to second. Check through the back of the field here, see if there's any more damage or off the pace. Not quite yet.
Thank you, beer.
Yeah, that must be that thing. Seth Cole, the guy who is fastest in happy hour 40th, or scored 40th, he's definitely not running 40th.
And behind him is Jay Stella.
Trevor Germain, third there just a little bit. Oh, Jay Stella with James Shelley, I mean, sorry. Wow, the top are running back here.
Yeah.
Because there's Jane there. This is going to be a great day for... There was some of that, yeah. I didn't have... Heard the sound speaking. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
What I was going to say, though, is this is a great day for Ashley LaPlante, who's currently running up in the top 5.
Oh.
And just as I say that, she's off.
She's off. Holds up 33 right behind her.
Yep. And a battle for second there, Katone Nakagawa broke ace. A little bit of contact there in the S's between 7 and 25.
Pollard right behind.
And Cavanaugh and Dylan Young still battling for what we
said. Coming off the turn, Young swings by.
Actually, that was for 4th. And yeah, Young slid off. Gonna lose the spot to Cavanaugh. Not gonna lose the spot yet.
Right behind him.
But the battle right here, Kyle Collins, Ashley LaPlante, and Jake Bassinger.
Yeah.
Like we said, a great points day shaping up for Ashley LaPlante to hold on here. With the top 3 in points ahead of her are all way in the back.
Yeah, tough day for them in qualifying. Yeah.
No, and Tim Greenwich getting 2 spots out of that corner.
Just luck right there. They just slid off the track, and I mean, that's the only time we've seen that at this track.
No, it's been staying all day. Mason Neal was another one who made a couple spots there. And we have a Canadian in the field who we have. Where is Jeff James? 29th.
Yeah, it's all under for him, and of course, if you're on the outside at this track, there's a slight chance you just slide off track. Couple trucks can take advantage of you. Well, the hometown fans are letting him know that he's on the
Definitely one of the fan favorites out here. Donovan had slid off there just a little bit ago. I saw him on the corner. 12th in points coming into this race, so pretty much just has to ensure that he stays top 30 points in the race.
Yes, for sure. This could be a good battle.
Yeah, and then the battle behind them too, Jermaine and James. Matthews might be the one who's going to slide wide. No, they slide here. Fine.
Wow.
Zorline 5th in the points is back here in the midfield. Dang. Not a good day for those high up in points. Zorline doesn't stop. It's a long train right behind Matt Dixon though. He's got a little bit of damage to that real tree 29.
Yeah. From the looks of it.
Yeah, here
they're
comes
just
Pollard
pushing
now
in
to the
turn
inside.
one. That's how slow he's going.
Yep, Pollard's going to try and get on by here, and he's going to have to use the outside line. And how slow is Dixon? Pollard going to move down on the outside.
Just even though he's not a lap down yet, they're being traffic, just trying to get around him, and drivers aren't happy until the way. But he's still on the lead lap, so he's for his position.
Mm-hmm. At some point, we will have to take a look at what
happened.
Oh my God! 3 wide. Not sure how that worked.
We all got that.
Not quite sure how, but great job by those guys. Kyle Matthews, the loser right now, he's still stuck behind the 29. Now John Irving coming up. Oh, and we've actually had a pass for the lead that we've missed. Kato Nakagawa is up in the top spot. Yeah, by about 1 second. So it's a great job. Henry Powers has gone into 3rd. And Cavagnaro and Dylan have fallen back a little bit.
Yeah, somehow made his way all the way to 7th, and he started midfield.
Yeah, he makes some passes that we saw in some of the testing. Guys were able to work their way from the back to midfield or even from midfield to the front.
Yeah.
Not maybe contending for a win, but still they can do that. But of course, the officials, like they do with any road course, decided to run caution free. And it's doing its dividend a little bit as we go back to try and find the bow. Yeah, that truck is hardened. Out of the race. William Duncan has fallen out of Binky Louvier is about ready to pass. Or her coming up, I mean.
Yep. It's just,
Greg Jones was off. He's in trouble. Jay Stella's gotten damaged. So too is
for that too.
And Chris Louvier, but Greg Jones was off on the corner. Another incident that we'll have to take a look at. As Greenwich tries to close in on the fashion of the plant. Boy, Nakagawa just pulled forward though. Dylan Young still up here. Bowell into the
pass on him.
Mm-hmm. That was for 8th spot actually. LaPlante would be 10th. After 2 passes on that lap.
Yeah.
Of course, Collins here, the guy who finished 3rd in the points last season. Not season to just quite yet. 17th in the points. Of course, the one thing with Nakagawa, I will say, even with this, her trouble so far this season would be the fact that she is below 30th in points.
Yes.
So that would be one problem. She would get up 30 points if she were to win this, but she'd have to stay there.
Yes.
It looks like Ken Power's starting to close in a little bit on Prescott. He is 0.4 of a second up that lap.
Powers has been moving up a lot lately.
Yeah, I don't remember where he started, but I don't think he started 5 actually. Somewhere like 9th or 10th, I don't remember.
Yeah.
I never remember where people start. I look at the results afterwards and like that person moved from there?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The only thing I remember is that Louvier started last.
41st, yeah. And Binky actually currently runs... Oh, Binky's out! Maxon's out as well!
Oh, wow.
So maybe some crash damage for those two.
They're going to be side by side for the second position.
Yes, it will be. As I'm just noticing, Chevy, where's the first anything but a Chevy? It's Grenwitz run in the top 6 spots right now.
This is totally different from the point standings, like I mentioned in the beginning. A lot of guys in the beginning in the points are towards the back. And now we're looking at the top 5.
Even actually, Dylan Young in 6th is also a Chevy. Top 4 is Greenwich. Top 2 right now is... Where's the top Dodge, though? That might be a little harder to find.
Oh.
There's not a lot of them. That's
Yeah.
the problem. Washer 33rd. I think Jackson is officially becoming the wall. Meanwhile, here with 2 laps to go, Ashley LaPlante trying to close in a little bit on Steve Pollard here.
I mean, they're not, but again, they're still trying to get the most points out of this race that they could.
True, and I think Catone pretty much is running away with us. 2 points right now on
Wow.
Henry Powers. That's going to be hard to overcome.
Powers has been a fast truck, but starting up with front does help that 7 truck pull away from the field while these guys are battling for position right now.
Yep, Steve Pollard might be able to get 3rd away, though. That would be a great shot in the podium spot. White flag out, and Henry Powers goes to 10th. So it looks like this will be Kato Nakagawa's day to get her first career win. And it'll be Steve Pollard trying to get some on the track. Let's see, it's actually a pretty interesting camera angle.
Yeah.
For most of the track.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little more of the uphill climbs that these guys have.
Yeah, and going down the hill into the turn and starting to do.
Well, here we go. Florida, if he just hits his marks, I think we'll be good. But Ashley LaPlante will lose a spot to Dylan Young.
It's advantage of him right there.
Greenwich has pulled away a little bit from wherever that was Bassinger. But the final corners, it's going to be TRG Motorsports in the Impinji Chevrolet of Nakagawa that will go to victory lane here today. A great job by that Chevrolet.
Great win for that team.
Presto on to 3rd. And Chevys do finish the top 6 spots.
That's impressive right there. A lot of teams do drive Chevrolets, but the thing is that you don't see this that often, and by a manufacturer, the owner of Chevrolet must be proud of these guys for finishing up inside the top 6.
I mean, I saw their 1st on the day. Now we will want to take a look at some of the wrecks that happened that we kind of missed. Just waiting on Jay Stella to come across the line, and the official.
I think that 42 tried left rear end.
Yeah, we saw that earlier too. So 4 drivers do not finish. And whereas in Happy Hour we saw all veterans rookies will kind of have the top 10 here today. Kato Nakagawa, the leader, Henry Powers, Justin Flord, Steve Pollard, Dylan Young, Ashley LaPlante, Tim Greenwich, Jake Collins, and Austin LaPlante, the top 10 here today.
Yeah.
Now, Alan, would you like to give your final thoughts now or wait till after the wrecks?
I'll do it right now. In this race, there were more the slow trucks that qualified ahead of the trucks, held them up to a standard where they were repassing, and that is what could have caused the wrecks. Trucks, I mean, sliding off the track. But other than that, this was a great race. Hope they make the chess. Yes.
Okay, so what we'll do is take a short commercial break and we'll be back to show you the wrecks that happened here today. And here we go with what started the end of the day for William Duncan. End of lap 2 going on to lap 3. Slides off in the final corner. Gets the wall. And that's where Dixon gets his damage.
Yeah, and that's the reason why he was slow. As you saw another truck go off track too, he barely skimmed the wall, and he was lucky that it didn't happen to him as well.
I think that was Greg Jones, who we'll actually see does that later on in the race. That's unfortunate what would bring an end to William Duncan's day, though.
Yeah.
I think the next one I can recall would be the 54, and then we saw the 42 with damage. So we'll have to see what happened there. Okay, this is I've seen them go through this wall like millions of times. I've never seen them do what Charles Jackson did. Jeff James gonna get into him here, and watch this. Bam!
Neither have I, but there was one where there was a one this track that I have on mine called Osterschring, where you can just slide into the wall and get stuck just like that. That's the only time I've seen that.
Now, apparently, Jay Stella already had image, so we're gonna look at what happened to Stella, because I think Chris was also on this one. On the same lap as Will Duncan went off, so too did Jay Stella with a little help from James Shelley. Now, luckily for Stella, he's actually able to continue on, unlike William Duncan when he hit that wall.
Yeah.
Next one that I know had damage was Chris Louvier. I'm interested to see where that happened.
Yeah, you already see Duncan there. Can't believe it didn't.
Well, yeah, that was the same lap, so I didn't realize that Stella had actually gone on the same lap. And apparently Chris Louvier had the same problem as Jay Stella. This time it looks like it was Mason Powers essentially forcing him off the track. And again, like Jay Stella, at least able to continue, fortunately.
Yeah. Tough day for Louvier.
Boy, and Greg Jones, I just noticed that, got close to that wall again. That's the second time we've seen the 6 get close to that wall. Third time would not be the charm for him, though. And we're back, and we wanted to show you the pass for the win that Kato Nakagawa had on Preston Plord. Here it is. You see Plord runs wide, Nakagawa takes it perfectly, and the run down to the S's. This was on lap 3, dang. I think we noticed at what, lap 6?
Mm-hmm.
And of course, from here, Kato Nakagawa would not look back, and she would go on to win the race here today. We still have a couple wrecks, though, we want to show you. And we are back. Here's Greg Jones off. Now, we'd seen him go off twice before and come close to the wall. This time, he would not get so lucky. He ends up clipping the wall there, spinning out in front of Chris Louvier, who barely misses him, if not just like barely gets tapped.
Yeah.
And I think the only other wreck we have left to show then would be whatever happened between the 69 and the 29. And I see them, they're right there. They're right there right now, so this is interesting. When do these two wreck? Because they were both out of the race as well.
Yep. I'll go wide.
Not there. Go into full live time. Let's see. I think he gets the move done there, seemingly.
I remember that 29 truck got hit before, and that's why he's slow on the racetrack.
Okay, so Binky slides wide. Way wide. So that puts her back behind the 29, okay. So maybe... Okay, we'll take a break and then see where this contact happened between the 69 and 29.
Oh, nasty hit. Yeah. Yes. Yes, thank you for everything. Yes. Okay, thank you for having me. Yeah. What? Oh yeah, I enjoyed watching this race, and hopefully you guys did too. Yeah, that's kind of about it.